Hey, Orchard. Thanks for jumping in and jumping on. Just want to give you a word of encouragement and share a story with you today. I know that the need for human connection right now feels very real, and I was reminded of that last night. Actually, Kelly Eilderts, who's one of our super volunteers here in Grundy County, pulled the worship team together, and my wife is a part of that, and she jumped in together in a Zoom meeting, and she was just sharing how important that was and how meaningful it was. And so shout out to Kelly for bringing those folks together. But I think what was meaningful about it is that they're not able to get together right now. They're not able to do what they love to do, which is lead worship and be a team together and support each other in that. But they're also just sharing life. And a couple of them, were sharing about what they're going through as single people and how lonely it can be and isolating. And so it was just a powerful thing, a simple way to get together. And so maybe that's something you can do. And I want to encourage you to do that. I also want to encourage you to let us know if there are specific needs that we can help you with. We stand ready to do that. And I received a call a couple days ago from a gentleman who's a part of our church, and he's one of those at-risk folks. He's a widow. He lives on an acreage by himself, and he just called and he said, "Hey, I am wondering if somebody would be willing to go get me groceries." I said, "Absolutely, we can help. We can help with that." So we connected him with a friend who lives nearby. And what I love about this is, they're being neighbors to each other, and I just want to encourage us, if we can, just to continue to think about being a neighbor to one another, especially those who are healthy and available. If we see a need, and we do it in a safe way, just to continue to think about doing that. But we want to encourage that. Also, just was reminded again. I know the senior leaders, we have been meeting regularly, almost every day, if not every day, every other day. And we were spending time in John chapter 10 again. And there was a verse that really struck me, and it's verse 14. It just says, "I know my sheep," Jesus says, "and my sheep know me." And I was thinking about the different ways in which we might know someone. I mean, there's a lot of variance in that. We can know somebody's name or know some things about that person, but what I think Jesus is talking about here is something much deeper than that. And so what I think he is saying is that I know you at a deeper level. I know something about you at a soul level. And so to remember that Jesus knows what we're going through in this time, when many of us are maybe feeling anxious, fearful, maybe we're feeling isolated, alone. Maybe we're just wondering, what does this all have in store for us? Some of us are dealing with loss. I have a daughter who is a senior in college, and it's her last semester, and it got cut short, and it's disappointing. And she's wondering about graduation and just some things like that. I know people have had to reschedule weddings and other events. I hate missing March Madness. It's crazy as a sports fan. But so we're going through all kinds of things, and yet the Good Shepherd, Jesus, says, I know my sheep. And so I want to encourage you, just to remind you that Jesus does know us. And the back half of that verse is simply this, that he says, "And my sheep know me." And I want to say that as I've been thinking about these last couple of weeks and what we've been kind of dealing with, part of my prayer life has been to say, okay, God, what are you up to? And maybe what he is up to for me, for us, for the world is just a reminder that we can be connected with Jesus, the Good Shepherd. And some of us are being forced to be in these times where we need to be still, where we need to be quiet, alone. Maybe there's an opportunity for us not just to connect as friends and neighbors, but in a new and unique way, but an opportunity to reconnect with God, with the Good Shepherd. So, my friends, stay safe, stay connected. We're praying for you. God bless you.